this season?
I mean, I'm going to go with here's my reasoning behind it, okay? I'm going to say, because there's no chance I'm going to get this, right?
Okay.
Who's the most overrated team in football every year?
I like the way you're thinking.
The Dallas Cowboys. I'm going with them.
And you know what? You are exactly right.
Oh, wow. He went down and out. Yes.
The Cowboys 0-7 against the number this season. We will talk more about them in a moment. But now let us get to the battle for bragging rights in the state of Ohio and much more on the line. Browns, Bengals starting the first quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Browns at their own 10. This is Baker Mayfield. This is his first pass of the game. It's going to be picked off, and Odell's going to get hurt.
Terrible throw, wrong decision with the football. Should have gone to the other side of the field. You had an off corner. Great hustle by Odell. Unfortunate what happened to him, but that is an awful start for Baker Mayfield and the Browns offense.
According to Shefty, Odell will have an MRI today. You take another look at what happened there. That clearly is something to hold your breath about in Cleveland. Meanwhile, from that moment forward, Baker Mayfield was sensational. Early fourth quarter, this one's for Njoku.
Great little play fake. The safety drives down on Jarvis Landry, and then the ball placement by Njoku on that little nod seam is absolutely perfect from Baker Mayfield.
Browns up 24-20. Meanwhile, his counterpart, Joe Burrow, equally spectacular. He threw for 400 yards, Dan.
Get loose, Joey B. And T. Higgins has come on as a playmaker for this offense. Joe Burrow is as good as you can be as a rookie quarterback in the NFL.
This one was back and forth in the fourth quarter. It's Mayfield. It's Kareem Hunt. The Browns go back and forth.
Yeah, nice job seeing that linebacker get collided by Njoku, staying inside. Just get it out of your hands. Hunt for the touchdown.
1:09 left. 4th and inches. Bengals going for it. Giovanni Bernard for the touchdown. They're up by 3.
Beautiful little use of the motion. Comes across, then speeds back where he came from. Great throw by Burrow. Touchdown Bengals.
Mayfield with the game on the line. Just shy of midfield. This one, Rashard Higgins had himself a nice day.
We're going to have a conversation about this young man. Great use of a quick snap and understanding all-out pressure. Give him a chance.
So they're in field goal range. They can tie it with that. But Baker says he told his teammates, heck with that. We're going to win the game, and look at the dime.
I love this play by Baker Mayfield, and we're going to break it down later of why it's so good. Great throw, outstanding by Peoples-Jones of getting his feet in bounds, and a huge drive, the most important drive in Baker Mayfield's NFL career.
What a win. The Browns come away with a 3-point win in a thriller.
This game's going to give this offense confidence to realize that we can believe and trust in everybody, and we always have a chance if we believe in that. I think, it was the most important game to date because it was the next one. And so right now we're going to enjoy it. We're 5-2, and we have a great opponent coming into our house for the bye week next week.
We talked a lot about that guy all week last week. What did this game yesterday mean, in your opinion?
That's the biggest day in Baker Mayfield's career. It's the best game he's ever had. It was the biggest moment, and no one needed that day yesterday like Baker Mayfield. Everything was stacked against him. Terrible start, just like last week. You're playing without your star receiver. Your center gets hurt. Your starting tight end is out. You needed to be the reason that the football team won the game. And all of a sudden, after that terrible start, you get hot. You go 22 of 23. The only incompletion is the spiked ball. The biggest thing is you proved it to yourself. You proved it to your teammates that when you needed to be at your absolute best, you could be. I think this is going to be a huge moment for Baker Mayfield, not only this season and the career. And this is the interesting thing. It is worthy question now. It is a worthy conversation. Does he perform better without Odell Beckham and with Higgins in the lineup? It's indisputable. The numbers are what they are. Higgins is not a better player than Odell, but Baker surely throws to him like he is.
Ryan Clark, your thoughts?
Oh, I think that's a weird thing to say after 1 week or one game of it. But if you listen to Baker Mayfield, it made me think about something. Baker Mayfield said, this game showed me that we could believe in everybody. I don't necessarily think that was just about Baker Mayfield. I don't think that was just about Rashard Higgins or Jarvis Landry. I think that was a message to himself. That was a message to the team. That was a message to the coaches that I know we have this ultra talent in number 13, but maybe we should spread the ball around. Maybe we shouldn't make him the alpha. Maybe we shouldn't talk about him, Kevin Stefanski, the way that we do. I'm the guy. I'm the first round pick. I can spread it around. I can get it done. And I think Baker Mayfield wanted to prove that. I believe a lot of things went into his effort after Odell Beckham Jr. was out. I think one thing that went into his effort is that he's used to being the underdog. He's tried to make himself the underdog after becoming the #1 pick, whether it's going at Rex or having these different arguments or making himself be against Hugh Jackson when he went to Cincinnati. He's always tried to find a way to be pissed off or be upset. Now he is. And now you don't have Odell Beckham Jr., so you want to go out and show that you can do it yourself, and he does that. This was a huge week and a huge game for Baker Mayfield. This is the best we had ever seen him. Do I think it's simply because it's without Odell? I do not. But going forward, it seems that with this injury, we will get to watch it. We will get to see Baker Mayfield perform without Odell Beckham Jr. And if he performs better, I believe Odell has to be moved because Baker Mayfield is the #1 pick. Baker Mayfield is your franchise. Baker Mayfield is your future. And he wants you to believe in him, Cleveland, not Odell Beckham Jr.
Again, Shefty says there'll be an MRI on Odell today, so we should have some more information on that. Meanwhile, you used the same phrase in our meeting this morning, the alpha male, and maybe it sounds crazy to me, but maybe there is something to that.
No, and that's right, because it's crazy to me. I mean, because Higgins can't hold Odell Beckham's jockstrap. He can't. I'm sorry, as a football player. He can't. But is Baker better without him? It makes no sense. But when Baker thinks he's the man, the alpha male, for whatever reason, he plays a hell of a lot better. He's feeling dangerous. But when Odell's out there, he's not feeling real dangerous. But to me, it makes no sense. And I will say this, too. For everybody who wants to crown him right now, that he's an elite quarterback and all that. I saw an elite quarterback playing against him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still not sold on Baker because he beats a team in man coverage time after time again, an average team, an average football team, Cincinnati. If he played them every week, he'd be in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they're not even average, to be fair. I mean, they only have one win.
I'm not saying you're saying it. I'm just saying if we're going to crush him when he plays bad, there is.
I accept
we
he played
should
great.
go, listen, he was outstanding yesterday.
Well, he was.
And he's never been in that pressure moment with the expectation and performed that way.
And the amazing thing, he makes an amazing throw. I'm not saying that he was absolutely spectacular in that game. All right? But the funny thing is, if he doesn't throw the touchdown pass at the end, which was an incredible throw, maybe the best throw I've seen, all we're doing is talking about Burrow, how he lit up this team.
That's correct. We will talk about Joe Burrow a little later in the show, but now we have to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, who were playing the Washington football team yesterday, and this was about as bad as it gets for the Cowboys, trying to fire themselves up before the game. They didn't show a whole lot of that. They did see a lot of this. That's Andy Dalton. That's a strip sack, and that's a Washington safety.
Yeah, Cowboys offense, the defense can blitz you. Just so you guys know, you have some responsibilities for people to block. How about you decide to block the basic blitz from the defense?
And they're down 22-3, trying to get points before the half, and look at this.
Man, I've said it for 3 weeks. All Ezekiel Elliott has done this season is hurt the football team. Yeah, it's a little bit behind you. I get all that. Make the catch. You're a $90 million back. Catch the football.
And then it gets much worse. Third quarter, deep in their own territory on a third down. Dalton's trying to run. The hit is from John Bostic.
This is a aggressive hit by the linebacker.